Okay, versatile vigilante, man. Young Vince, Uncle Vinny again. September, my birthday week. Shout out to everyone who helped me celebrate, man. Everyone who wished me well. Much appreciated. Got some great people out there, so fucking thank you for that for sure. Friends and family. Love you all. Um, Really excited to do this one. I got a new little soprano placemat poster type of thing here, so that was one of the reasons. But I want to try something a little different today. I was thinking about talking about different topics like per episode instead of just going on rants. The rants are fun as fuck, and I like to do them, but I know that they can be kind of tough to follow along to. So I was thinking of maybe bringing some topics to the table. Still real life shit. Like a lot of this stuff I would have been talking about anyway, but try to, make it a little bit more engaging if possible. So if anyone has any feedback for me after this one, definitely give me a shout. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Only if I fuck with you though, not if I don't fuck with you. So the topic I really wanted to touch on today, it's kind of two. It's basically balance and patience. They both go hand in hand, balance and patience. So throughout COVID, like I've been doing the quarantine files on the podcast and shit like that. And that's been fun as fuck because it's just like a journal, get the thoughts out there. Like I'm writing this shit down. I'm thinking about it anyway. Might as well express it. But COVID, like it's really, really hammered in the like a huge focus of what I kind of want to do, and that's just making sure different parts of my life are going well. The balance of life, that work is not everything, podcast is not everything, friends are not everything, but they're all important, and they're all have a huge impact on your life, and all of them kind of contribute to a good life. So been trying to just like focus on making improvements wherever I can. And one thing I also learned about that is some days, some weeks, some months, you're gonna feel like shit, bro. Like you're gonna feel like, man, what the fuck improvement is this? Like things you're doing are not working at all. I mean, I go through that shit all the time where it's just these days where like, holy fuck. But then, something happens and you kind of changes your mind frame a bit, and then some really good shit happens. Like I was having a really rough week a few weeks ago, and then, just got outside a little bit, had some fun, and I felt like positive shit was happening a little more. And that's just because I feel like I balanced out the energy. Like I was very negative, and then brought the positivity up a little bit more, and it wasn't even through the roof. It's not like I'm fucking Gary V, like jumping through walls and shit, but definitely like even things out. And I don't know, definitely feel a lot better after doing that, man. It's one of those things. It's like it's so difficult because you become so impatient, and then when you become impatient, sometimes you make decisions that might not be the best for you, either even short term or long term, and it fucks your balance up. So making sure that patience is there helps develop the plan you have for yourself, and try to balance different fucking things going on, man. And that's super tough because you can have a family crisis going on at one hand, and then you can have the best week at work you've ever had. You can be having a ton of fucking fun with your friends, but like you're pissed with your girl and your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, husband, wife. So like one part of your life can be going amazing and the other part can be going shit, and the balance gets fucked up. And that's when I think a lot of this like anxiety and shit like that come from, because there's so much going on and it's so hard to keep track of everything, because one thing might be going well, one thing might not be going well, and then you kind of focus on the negative one instead of the positive one, when they're both worth a lot. You can't discredit the positive shit you're doing. A cool example I want to use, I was talking to my boy Mike the other day, if you're we were talking about LeBron James. We were talking about how, man, he's not really the best at any one part of basketball. Like, I can't say he's the best scorer ever. He probably won't say he's the best passer ever, rebounder. But he's fucking up there in all of them. Like, he's in the conversation for all of them, and that's what makes him so great. His game is so balanced. Like, he might not put up 81 like Kobe, man, but he will do, 40, 15, and 15 on a given night. And that there's something to be said for that. So he's got a very balanced game, and he's of course an like incredible athlete, incredible basketball player. But I just think it's cool to see that. And I'm not even the biggest LeBron James fan, bro. His persona is not my favorite, but his basketball, resume speaks for itself. And he's just a good example of someone, I feel like his game is very balanced. And I don't know, he's a pretty good role model, I guess you can say, because he's doing well for himself. So, you don't have to be the best at everything, and you're not the worst at everything. I guarantee you that. Just try to make improvements where you can, and I think it'll fucking benefit you, make things move a little better, man. You're having girl troubles, okay, but other things might be going well. So try to, like, I don't know. I don't even know what to try to do because I'm working on this myself. Like, this is a recent thing that I've learned for myself. But I don't know. It's important to keep the balance, man, in my opinion. And when you feel imbalance, I think it's good to address that, man. And that's hard to do as well, to know that you're speeding. Like, speeding, I use that term a lot when, you're you're not doing bad shit per se, but you might be fucking going a little fast, man. And I get guilty of that all the time. And I think that's just one of the things about being young, your brain is fucking racing. And when you do speed, I think that's when shit gets unbalanced, man. Like, you might be partying and having a lot of fun, but you might be neglecting, other parts of your life. So I just think it's good to try to stay balanced, slow it down a little bit because the shit's not a marathon. And try to let that plan develop. That's what I've been kind of focusing on I don't know, especially 2020, but especially last like couple months for sure. So I try to keep focus on that as much as I can, man. And a funny personal story about that too, to show where it's not like a fucking one size fits all. Like, everyone's balance is different, man. Like, little stupid shit like gossip and bullshit TV, this and that, they're not the most productive thing, and they're bad if you're doing that 90% of your day. But if you're fucking involved in a little bit of gossip here and there, you're doing some dumb shit here and there, you're fucking drinking a little too much here and there, it happens, bro. This is not like you're on the path and you can never go off. Like, me and Camille talk about this all the time. Like, sometimes you might be walking a straight line and all of a sudden you're on the fucking grass, Like, you're like, what am I doing? It's okay, man. Being fucking on the grass, like going a little bit too fast, it's not the worst thing in the world. Being a little sloppy, it's not a worst thing in the world, man. As long as you catch yourself and you still do other shit that balances the life, make sure you're doing actually more positive shit, like going to the gym or playing a fucking instrument or doing anything you like enjoy that's kind of like more of a skill, craft, talent, helps your work ethic. Because I was watching Selling Sunset, man, and I'm like, this is bullshit TV, but I'm having fun with it. And you know what, I don't regret that shit at all because it was fun. And I was still doing other shit, man. I'm working, I'm doing this and that, whatever. Some of that shit will not kill you. And that's one of the things I feel like Gary Vee, I love Gary Vee, by the way, but I feel like his vibe sometimes is like, you got to be 100% like fucking set, ready to roll and shit like that. And maybe I'm putting words in his mouth, but like, I just don't think that shit's possible, bro. Like, to think like, oh man, some nights I won't get too drunk. Some nights I won't smoke too much. Some nights I won't fucking talk too much shit. Like, it's going to happen, bro. It's going to happen. But as long as it's not a habit and it's not more than the positive shit in your life, I feel like it's not the worst thing in the world. And I think that's part of being a human, Sometimes we speed, sometimes we fucking get jealous, sometimes we fucking run wild in the street, man. That's all right, bro. In my opinion, that shit's all right because that's life. Like, it's not smooth sailing. This life is not smooth sailing, bro. Like, the further you go, I feel like the less smooth it gets because you're gonna be trying new shit. You're gonna be encountering new opportunities, new situations, new issues, new friends, new potential enemies, new ops. So it's never gonna be smooth sailing, man. I feel like that's a dream that was kind of sold to us that maybe we misinterpreted, like, oh, if you get a house, you get the great job and you get the great family and friends, life. No, it's never like that. There's always going to be other shit popping up, man. There's other shit popping up all the time. But you can't fucking panic, man. Because, yo, there's other ways to keep other things balanced. If one thing starts to get fucked up, you can try to do something else, balance that shit out. It all leads to balance, bro. Balance and patience, I'm telling you. I trip out sometimes where I'm like, fuck, I'm not doing what I thought I'd be doing. But yo, steps are being taken, man. Sometimes the pizza just takes longer to fucking bake in the oven, Doesn't mean the pizza's gonna be bad. It just might take a little bit longer, man. You have to wait for it. You can't take it out before it's done. It's gonna taste like shit. You can't pull out of your plan before it's done because it's not gonna work. It's gonna be shit. So yo, fucking let that patience sink in, bro. Let that dough sink in. And yo, trust yourself, because the plan, it's in motion, as fucking Jerry Seinfeld would say. The plan is in motion, and also another example I want to use, man. Shout out to all these Toronto rappers: Casper, K Money, Smiley, all these guys. I fuck them. Huge fans of all of them. To listen to them all the time. I watch their videos. I fuck with them. I think they make amazing music. But I get kind of sad sometimes because, yo, they were not Smiley, Casper and K Money for sure. Like, man, speeding a little bit, and the music was amazing. They were doing a lot of good shit with the music, but then they got jammed up with the other shit, and it threw the fucking way off balance because now they can't really make any music. And I don't know, bro. I hope that they get out. But that caused like some fucked up balance, and they were on a good path, and then shit went a little sideways. So it's never like a straight path ever, bro. These guys were getting millions of plays, but things were still coming up in their lives, which, whatever happened. I can't blame anyone for anything because I don't know what is going on in their lives, and I can't walk in their shoes, but it threw their lives way off balance because they're not outside anymore, and they're not able to put out those fucking bangers that they were putting out. So, free Casper, free K Money for sure. I love when talented people fucking prosper because I see the work they put in. I see the effort they put in. And then when, decisions are made that kind of fuck things up a little bit, it's tough to see because I know I'm fucking capable of the same shit. I could fuck things up just as much as I could do well on it. So it's nice to see when people continue to do that. And Smiley, I feel like, is continuing the good shit. Shout out Smiley. Like, he's fucking with Drake right now heavy. He's putting out a lot of good shit. I feel like he's really balancing out his like music shit. Like, I feel like that's definitely taken more of a step up for him. So that's been great to see because he's unreal, man. Shout out Smiley. Bob, buy or buy, bro. Mr. B.O.B. Shout out Smiley, man. But yo, that about does it for today. Like, I hope I explained what I'm talking about a little bit. I don't know if I did a good job on it, but I don't know if it reaches someone. I'm fucking happy because it's something I'm pretty passionate about, man. Balance, patience, bro. If fucking you're out of whack somewhere, it's gonna fuck something else up, man. And it's one of those things where no matter how positive one thing is, it's not gonna make you fucking forget about the bad shit. Like, everything has to be addressed. Nothing can be in the shitter, and nothing can be fucking so high up for you that you forget about other shit. You gotta fucking try to look at things for what they are and try to just improve where you can, man. No matter how much time it takes, you put it in the plan. Let the plan fucking go in motion by, you doing some shit. And let's go, bro. It'll happen, man. I'm convinced of that. Things will happen if you guys, like, if we all fucking put the plan together, do some shit to actually make that plan work, it'll work. If you just put it together and don't do anything, it won't work. But if we take the fucking steps, put those Monopoly pieces on the table, I really think this shit will actually happen, man. Just young and need to keep that patience, man. That's what I'm trying to fucking do, and it's a battle, but we'll get there, man. Shout out Smiley, man. That's all I have to say to end this off. Fucking versatile vigilante, talking balance, talking patience, talking lots of shit. Still chilling with the fucking legends here. You know, it is what it is. Shout out Crow Dell with my fucking wavy shirt. Lacoste should sign this guy for sure, bro, and sign me too. All right, Uncle Vinny, versatile vigilante. Let's get it.